Joaquim, will you speak first?
No, you speak.
I will speak. Yeah. See what happens, Lale. Now we are addressing this press conference, particularly because of a complaint lodged by Joaquim. He is the ex-sarpanch of Suravlim village. He lodged a complaint with the collector and joint Mamladar Margam dated 24th July 2025. And this complaint pertains to an issue which is now a hot issue all over the country: manipulation of electoral rolls. Now in Suravlim village, there is a bar and restaurant, very well-known bar and restaurant by name Palmyra Bai, bearing house number 81 bar B. Now in this house number, there are 80 voters. The house is owned by Camilo Dorad, and the Dorad family lives there, along with 80 other voters, which is a big attempt at national integration. The voters come from Bihar, Katimanis and Kanjini and Doradis or Dodamanis and Pagbinis and Malagam, all sorts of names. Totally 80 voters in one house. The house number is 81B. But for the purpose of electoral rolls, 81B is further shown as 81B1, B2, BA, BC. Now to check the records, we applied under RTI to the village panchayat, and we've got a full set of panchayat house tax registered. There are none of these house numbers except house number 81B exists officially. All those are fictitious house numbers, and people have been entered in this name in one bar, just one simple bar and restaurant, where probably the Dorad family also lives. I don't know. So these are all the 80 voters. And earlier, about 5 years back, I recall, one Zemarikulas, former sarpanch of the village, had approached me. And we had filled up and given forms in respect of the same complaint. Then he migrated abroad. Nothing happened. Now, Joaquim has lodged the complaint, second complaint. Now, this is not the only thing. The family has another bar, which bears house number 1B. In that, there are 20 voters. All such outsiders except for one Dorad. All are outsiders. So, totally 100 voters are there in two houses owned by the Dorad family. Incidentally, the son of Camil Dorad is the deputy sarpanch of the village. And he has won by a margin of not even half of the illegal voters that are on the rolls. So this has nothing to do with what you call the issue being raised by Rahul Gandhi. We had raised it even before it became a national issue. But we have called this press conference to show that it appears to be a racket all over the country. The BLO could not have, the BLO is bound to go and see who is living there. Action has to be taken against the BLO. Action has to be taken against the electoral officer. Mere deletion of these names will not do. We demand action against all those involved in this illegal activity. And we are providing you the entire list of illegal voters. I will tell you, in 81B, the voters are registered from house number, in 81B, where is that? In 81B, voters are registered from house number 547 to 627. Not voter numbers. Electoral roll number 547 to 627. Anyone can check it. The rolls are available on the net, and we are providing you copies. And in the house number 1B, the voters are from electoral roll number 4 to 23. Anyone can verify that also. Both the election commission and the citizens. These are in respect of Part 11 of Suravlim village in Benauling constituency. Now clearly there is a pattern. Clearly there is a pattern throughout the country where electoral rolls are manipulated. And therefore there is need, hopefully, the Supreme Court will take clear note of what is happening in Bihar and will not sit on technicalities and will order a proper course so that this sort of thing is not repeated. It's clearly happening all over the country. And the matter is with the Supreme Court. Normally the Supreme Court prefers to say, no, these are within the ambit of the Election Commission. But leaving everything to the ambit of the Election Commission, when the Election Commission is openly a stooge of the ruling party, is anti-democratic. We do hope the Supreme Court will go beyond technicalities, will look into what is going wrong, and will order a correction all over the country. This is what is needed. If democracy has to survive, the election process must be fair, and the citizen must know that there is no manipulation of the electoral rolls.
Where do they stay now?
They don't stay there for sure. आणि नॉर्मली आमचे इलेक्शन एक 5-5:30 तास येतात. सगळे वोटर बोनेत आहे ते वोट माताय आणि वयतात. Okay, we have noticed that. Thing bus येता वोट माताय वयतात. These people are not staying there. It's not possible to stay under one roof. This many people cannot stay under one roof. A different religion, different caste, I should say, and this is not possible at all. And that is a bar. Actually, a bar which I also have a trade license details of this in both the bars. Okay, but they have now subdivided within, because since they are in power, they're abusing power there and made several house numbers out of that 81B and 1B. So there are multiple numbers, there are multiple electricity connections, water connections, and we do have details, or we will share it later. All the structures are totally illegal. We have RTIs on that also. So this is what is happening there, and our Gram Sabhas, everything, they just open and close. No discussion, nothing. So most of you, even he comes sometimes, he comes. There is no discussion even on the minutes. They don't allow. Just close the book. त्यांचे केन्ना वाडीन काय केन्ना एकूच proposal असना. They just come, they read public proposals, म्हणटा read करतात, and some are thrown out, and there's nothing. They just bulldoze their way through.
RTI report made and that suggesting that this is not been registered as mentioned on the election law.
No, RTI, we have got the register of Panchayat copies where these houses don't exist.
With the Panchayat records.
Panchayat records is 81B, 81 Mati.
Oh, 81B.
That exists. But all these other numbers in which people are registered, they don't exist in Panchayat records. They exist only in the Election Commission records.
Even to subdivide our existing house, there is a process which is not done. If you ask under RTI what are the documents submitted to asking for subdivision, they don't have anything.
No official subdivision can be done there, man, in a bar. See, to get a separate house number, you must have separate access to the house. You can't enter through one common entrance room and go to each room, and each room cannot have a separate house number. There have to be different structure. At least even if you one structure, separate entrances and exist. It is not there.
In this BLO's handbook, under chapter 4, it says a person should not be enrolled at an address where he is staying temporarily. And on the other hand, he is to be enrolled at his normal place of residence, even though he may be temporarily absent from there. So these people are temporarily registered there. Because when we question the BLO, what basis you are registering with and how you are verifying, whether you go by the Aadhaar card or whatever documents, what other documents. He is saying the owner of the house gives me NOC to register the voters. That is exactly the reply given to me by the BLO, orally. But I said, which is not possible. So where is the Aadhaar card? Where they are registered on the Aadhaar card? He said, I don't have. I said, on what basis you are registering? On the NOC only.
The Goa land regularization, whatever. I have actually not gone through the bill. I just read newspaper reports. If they are regularizing structures in private properties which are settlement zone, but which may not have setbacks or which may have some minor irregularities, I think that's fair. Most of the houses in Goa have those problems. They could impose some fine and regularize those houses. There should not be much difficulty if the owners are have constructed in their own land. But provided that land is settlement zone, you cannot construct in non-settlement zone and seek regularization. So that would be against the basic tenets of the law. And another thing is that then you have what you call paddy fields. No construction can be permitted in paddy fields. All these things they will have to take into account. Now, Comunidad lands. You see, there is a High Court decision of Himachal Pradesh High Court about a week back, which says that government land can regularize, encroachment on public land cannot be regularized. Just a few days back. Comunidad land is public land, and therefore any encroachment on Comunidad land cannot be regularized, at least now. If it has been regularized earlier and people have acted on it, fair enough, that one can understand. But you can't go on regularizing all these encroachments of slums and all, going by the decision of the Himachal Pradesh High Court. They will look into this and take appropriate action.
Doctor, almost 20 days have passed for this since you have filed the
For this complaint, earlier,
any response from the collector?
no response. Now response will come. You see, these collectors and all do not respond to the citizen unless an issue is made. So we are making an issue, and if they don't respond, we know how to deal with them also. We will go and take a morcha to the collector's office. They have to take action on this complaint. They cannot tell us to follow procedures. Things are brought to their notice. They know what is wrong, let them act. Let them issue notices to all these people.
Total, how many voters are there?
100 voters in 2 houses. I will speak to you.
ह्या दोतोर तुमी नाजाल्यार कोर्टान बी वयतले
Court वचपाक गरज ना. If finally the collector also becomes a stooge, he has lodged a complaint with the collector of the election commission, and the election commission in Goa also behaves like the election commission in Bihar, we may have to move the court. But there are other democratic ways of challenging the election of electoral officer. He has lodged the complaint with the collector. Actually, this should have been lodged to the electoral officer, which we are doing. We are lodging a complaint to the electoral officer, Margam. Same copy we are forwarding to them.
yes
Election
This actually collector is a district returning officer, no? So we were actually told to file with him, and even the online portal complaints
that
are
they have
actually
to file
going to
before
it goes to the collector only. So we have followed up with the joint Mamladar also, who is the AERO.
He is the AERO.
AERO.
Fine. Then the complaint has gone to the right authority.
Yeah. So AERO and the district DRO.
Collector immediately forward this to the concerned AERO.
Yeah.
No, they will now forward it. Once you all press,
It must have been already
forwarded, but no action is taken. If they want us to come there, we'll come there, no issue. We'll bring half of Suravlim there also.